Alright, so this is the 440 roller secondary, Formula secondary clutch TRA2. And we'll see how to take this apart today. When you go to put this device on, make sure that you have this open here so you can get the circlip pliers in the holes. When you have this tight, give it a little just a little twist like that and compress. And you only have to compress enough, about a 1/16 of an inch. Basically, if you look at the shims there, all you have to do is compress the thickness of a shim. So just have your circlip pliers and undo the spring. If you can, try and lift up the shims and just have them set there like that. This may be pretty dirty, so you can spray it with brake clean, and we'll give it a shot. Kind of dirty, but that's okay. So, and then we'll start to take it apart, and here's what happens to a lot of them. Any sled from the factory that there sticks. Don't lose your shim stack. And on these circlips here, there is a way that this has to go on. The hole size on this side is larger than the holes on the bottom side. So the small holes must always face up. If you don't have these small holes up, what happens is this washer is dished and it will start to wear. It will start to wear into the secondary. I'll show you that in a minute. So sometimes we have a helix that doesn't want to separate from the spring. So how do we get the spring tang out? Well, you can get a Robertson screwdriver or a Phillips small. Stick it. You'll find the hole where the tang is sticking in, and just give it a little love tap. There you go. Now that's what should come out right on. I'm gonna take the clutch out. Okay, so we got a cranky one here. Will this fit? Right on. So it will do the same thing. There we go. And we'll have a look at all the rollers here. Look pretty good. None of them are dented. You're looking for dents or flat spots. The third one's okay, and we'll give her a little brake clean. So professional looking. In this secondary there are 3 holes. Those are the holes for the spring tang. These are not 120 degrees apart, they're different degrees, and they offer you about 2 pounds increment pretension. So A, B, C, 4A would give you 16, 4B would give you 18, 4C would give you 14, say, something like that. So we know that this clutch already, 3B, will give us the 18 pounds pretension. These 2003 clutches are a little bit different than all the older ones. This clutch here has a fairly thick stiffener washer behind the rollers. What it did, it prevented the pins from flexing back and forth and actually cracking the housings. So it was a good upgrade, but what it did, it closed, there's this inner diameter circle here. What it did, it closed the circle up, so it made it a little bit more difficult for aftermarket brand springs to fit in. So 3B, we'll find B in here. B is this hole. CPC blue spring, commonly seen in Arctic Cats or Yamahas, but it works pretty good in this kit. So we'll put it in, and in a 2003 clutch, it's a tight fit. But not to worry. It works. And there, it's in the hole. Now, yes, you'll notice that this is very tight, but don't forget now we have pre-tension. We'll be winding this spring up, and what happens when you wind it, the diameter of the spring reduces and clears these pins. They will, once this spring is pre-tension and the clutch is assembled, the spring will not impact on the pins. So we'll put it together now. Okay, one of the things we have to do is protect the roller from getting damaged in this secondary. So how to do that is, what we do is make sure that the helix has enough shims underneath the snap ring to keep the roller at a safe point on the helix path. So the more shims we stack underneath, right, the more the helix is going to be pushed down. So less shims, more shims, right? Keep stacking the shims, it'll go like that. So to illustrate, as you put a shim in, the roller will go down, or the helix will get pushed down. You take the shims out, and what's going to happen? The roller's going to sit right here and dent every time the sled comes to a stop. So here it's going to full shift, here it's back shifting right to stop. Every time you stop, it's going to put a dent in the roller. Dent, 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 till finally it's going to fracture, come apart, and this is what's going to happen. Look at this mess. The roller blew apart and ended up crashing the secondary. It just wrecked the whole secondary. So very critical thing is this stack. So I'll show you something here. So here's a 2000 roller secondary. You notice that it doesn't have those stiffener washers in the back. You can tell right away that this is an older clutch. Might have the date cast on it too, but it doesn't matter. They all work pretty good. If you can notice here, here's a good example of the first run out. The guy didn't have enough shims underneath that stack. He stopped. Look what happened. A dent. And he's got dents all around. Here's another one. Actually, oh yeah, there's one dent. And this one's pretty good, so maybe he changed this one, I don't know. So now remember, as you put another shim in, it pushes the helix down, right? Put another shim in, pushes the helix down. Put another one in, now you're safe. Absolutely safe. That roller will not get dented ever. But you don't need that many shims. Usually just 50 thou shim, 100 or 50 thou shim, 100 thou total, or actually anywhere 80 to 100 thou, and you're pretty good. And the roller will not touch. And as you can see here, there is the line where it touches. It's about 1/8 of an inch from the top. So this roller in this clutch will not get damaged. And remember, these holes have a different size on them. If you were to cut this in half and look at the hole size, this here is about 100 thou. This hole size over here is about 85 thou. 50 thou or 15 thou difference. This side must go up all the time. And plus that this whole ring here, this ring here has a curve in it. And that's natural. The way it's natural because it's stamped, and that's the kind of shape that's produced after it's punched out. So make sure that the small holes go up, and then it'll prevent this thing from, the ring from walking and wearing out the groove that it sits in.